Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Travis Dykes. Today we are learning our second groove of our series, Space Bass Grooves. This whole series, what we're going over are grooves that utilize space. And when I say space, I mean just like that little like boom, bump, boom, 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 bump, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, boom. God. Okay, never mind. But that's what I'm talking about, is that little space that you have it within those grooves, just like any groove. And just a reminder, if you want this loop, feel free to hit me up on my Instagram in my DMs at @Dykes. That's where, and I'll send it to you ASAP. Shoot me your email and I'll shoot it straight to you. So without further ado, let's get into the lesson. Grab your bass. We're about to do this. Let's go. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna break this groove up into 3 parts. The first part is going to be this. So I'm gonna be in the key of B, as in boy, major. For my numbers people, we're gonna start on the 2, and then we're gonna add this minor third to it. Really, the minor third's right here. That's the closest one, which is right here on the next string down. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that minor third up an octave right here, till we get more of a cleaner sound. So watch this. So now we get this. I use my middle finger and my pinky, but you can use your index finger and ring finger, or index finger and middle finger, whatever way that works best for you. This is just the way I do. I'm just showing you the way I do it. So that's literally the first part. I kind of slide into it just like this. So the way I do that, and I'm plucking on my E string. I'm just and when I get there, I hit the other note with my middle finger, like that, depending. Sometimes I can use my my thumb right here, or I use my index finger and my middle finger, just like that. So that's the motion, just like that. Now the next part is going to be going to another third, which is right here. This is going to be a major third. So we're playing the B, which is the 1, and we're going to play our major third, which would be the 3, with it. Just like I said, this is where the 3 is, but we're just going to take it up an octave, up 2, down 2. All right, and there's our major third. So now we have this. Okay. Now the next part, last little chord that we're doing is a minor third as well, and we're doing that on the 7, which is right here. All right. And it's just like the other one. So it's just like we're just playing the 7. And then playing the minor third of it. So you're not the octave. So the octave of our minor third. So right here, just like that, or like this, or like this, whichever way you like to, or like this. But anyways, for my notes people and for my letters people, we are going to start on our D flat and at that third, that minor third, and then we're gonna go to the B as in boy and add our major third up there, and then B flat with our minor third. And what I'm doing when I go, what I'm doing when I go to that 1 or that B is doing this right here. I'm just a little hammering. All I'm doing is I'm going a whole step, going from that 2 to the 3 right there, the major 3. So I'm doing it. See that? Using my index and pinky. You can use your ring finger too, or your ring finger. And that's the first part. All right, so part 2 is going to be going over the next part, which is this right here. If you want to know that in context, it'd be like... This is going to be utilizing the minor pentatonic scale and the minor scale as well. So we got this, what we're using right here is we're using our A flat minor scale, or I mean, this is the relative minor of B. Now for my numbers people, we're starting on the 1, just basically going down our minor pentatonic scale. We're gonna add that 7 in. So we got 1, 7, 6. So we got 1, 7, 6, 5. So 1, 7, 6, 5 is the first part. And then we're gonna do a hammer run from our 2 to 3 right here. So like that. So I'm just doing a little hammer run and a little bend like that's a. All right, and then the next part of it would be this. And all I'm doing is hammer run from that 2 to 3, and then going down to the 2, 1, and ending on the 6. Just like that. This part for my letters people or my notes people, we're gonna start on the B, and we're gonna go down to the B flat, and then we're gonna go to A flat, and G flat. So you got, and then we're gonna go hammer run from the D flat to the E flat. So we got this, and then we're going down to back to D flat, to B, and then end of the A flat. So you got. Just like that. And I like to add this little trill to it too. You don't have to do this, but this is just something I like to do. So I'm doing. So I like to think of trills as like almost like a singer, like when a singer sings like, oh, and then they add the vibrato and then oh, and that's the way I like to think of trills, because what happens is like if we do it too quick, you don't hear the note. Like you don't really hear that note. What you want to do is you want to da, 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 da. You see that? I'm just doing a half step above it, or the fret above it. All right, and that is part number 2. All right, now for the part 3. Literally, this is probably the easiest part. So it's just gonna be like, all right, that's literally it. Which all I'm doing is playing for my numbers people is gonna be 5, 6, 1, and for my letters people it's gonna be G flat, A flat, B. I'm gonna play the whole groove slow so you can put all 3 parts together. This is gonna be the time that you can put all 3 parts together. And take your time learning each part to make sure you have it crisp, because honestly, the cleaner you have it, the better it's going to sound. Because when you play something super clean, I'm like, oh, you feel it more. You feel it more than if something is sloppy. This is the whole groove slow, so go. Repeat. Here it is a little slower. All right, now here it is full speed. All right, now let's take a look at the ghost notes and get that feel just right on this groove. All right, so all I'm gonna show you, this groove doesn't really have that many ghost notes, but the ghost notes it does have are very effective. So the groove starts off, no ghost notes there. See, hear that one? So I add a little ghost note right before I go into part 2 of the groove. So I do part 1, and then I do ghost note, and then start part 2. But I lead into it. You see that? So let me do it slow. All right, so it's just right there, so. And then the other part is right before part 3. And all that is just, so, just the one just leading into it just like the other one, so. So 2 ghost notes, one right before part 2, and then one right before part 3. So it should sound like this. All right, and that is the whole groove. If you guys have any questions about anything, make sure you hit me up on my Instagram. You already know, at @Dykes. And feel free to hit me up if you want the loop on my Instagram as well. And if you haven't already, go and hit that like button below and hit that bell and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the newest videos are available, and when I come up with a new lesson or come up with a new vlog or whatever it is, you will be the first in the know. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next lesson.